Hello, what's up guys? This is ManaPotz, and today we're gonna go ahead and talk about the UI in Lord of the Rings Online and how I got my UI to look like how it is. I'm gonna show you guys a picture right here. I use a variety of plugins and I change around how the UI looks like because Lotro has a command that you can use, which is Control/ to go ahead and move around things in your UI to your liking. So let's go ahead and cue up that intro and talk about the plugins I use and what I move around to make the Lotro UI that I use for deeding, questing, raiding, everything, because it just fits any occasion. Let's cue up that intro, guys. So the first thing you want to do is go to lotrointerface.com, and in the search bar here you want to go ahead and type in Lotro plugin compendium. You're going to basically want to use this as an easier way to get your plugins into Lotro. It's basically like if you think of World of Warcraft and you download your add-ons there, it's basically WoW's CurseForge. Basically, you'll be able to find all the plugins I talk about inside this compendium. You'll be able to download them as well, as I'm going to show you right here. Let's open up the compendium real quick. There it is. It's opening up right now. And there's the 3 plugins that I use so far. I do have more, but I'm going to showcase them in a different video. Right now, we use Buff Bars, Mini Raid, and Palantir 2. So you go ahead and go to add new plugins. And then right here, you're going to filter by name. You'll type in Buff Bars, you'll type in Palantir 2, and you'll type in Mini Raid. You'll be able to add them. And then they'll be automatically put into your basically your Lotro plugins files, which is really freaking cool to do. Alright, so I want to show you guys the whole plugin thing that I have with everything in action. So here we go. As you can see, we have this right here. This is buff bars. So buff bars are going to track your stuff. So it's tracking my sharp eye, and it's showing that I have dread as well. So it showcases what you got, what debuffs you have as well, and what buffs you have. So it's really good to use. You can also blacklist buffs by right-clicking them like this and adding them to blacklist. And one thing that buff bar does too, it doesn't just track here, it tracks down here. It shows a timeline of where stuff is. Let's go ahead and get another one of these guys going in real quick. So we'll go ahead and pull this guy right here so I can showcase more to you guys real quick. So I'm gonna pull him with one of my little stabby stabs right there. I'm gonna just pull 3 of them. Perfect. That's what we wanted, right? So you can show everything in its action. So basically, you're gonna see everything here in action. There's a timeline down here as well that you can see. The dread is showcasing too as well. It's really fun to use, man. It's really great. It shows what's going on, what you need to do, and everything. Then you have Palantir on the side, which is basically showing my health, which is not looking good right now, right? My HP is not looking good. I need to take these guys out ASAP before I get taken out. We don't want to get taken out here. We don't want that at all. Let's go ahead and take these damn freaking barrel wardens out. As you can see, it's showcasing all my debuffs, and I have all those debuffs right there. So, oh my lord. If you guys have anything to take off those debuffs, use them, all that good stuff. But right now, we're just going to focus on taking this guy out. And I'm playing on difficulty Fearless 3, which is so much fun. Makes the game pretty hard at times, but I love my Yellow Line Berg, and it's great. So, that's basically everything. You got the buff bars here. You got this down low below. Same thing for buff bars, which is showing a timeline of what things are happening. And then Palantir is showing your health right here, too. So that's basically all of that in action. And it's really great whenever you're deeding, questing. That way your focus is right in the middle of the screen. This is where your focus is going to be at. This is why I have my mini map down here too, so I can see where I'm going, and I'm focusing only in this direction. I'm not focusing up here or whatever where the mini map is normally at. All my focus is right here towards the middle. That's why I have all that there. So if we go ahead and put Control/, we can move a lot of elements here. So you can move buff bars around too. You go ahead and move your Palantir the way you want to move it as well. And you can also move your buff bars down here. So there's 3 things you can move to wherever you want. So I put Palantir in the middle, I put buff bars right on the side, and I put this other buff bars, which is basically the timeline, right above my skills here. So I have everything in my view while I'm doing, you know, my deeding, my questing or whatever, so I know all the information that's going on. It's pretty nice, man. I'm telling you, this UI has been really great for me. I've been playing Lotro since 2020 when COVID started, and I'm really big on my user interface. So this is why I basically made it like this. If you're wondering where I got this skin, that's gonna be a different video. But let's go ahead and jump into how to get to these options to go ahead and fix the UI. So we're gonna go to your menu. You're going to go to your system right here. You're going to go to Plugin Manager, and you're going to go into Buff Bars, click the options, and you can make this a little bit bigger too, so you can see. So there's a lot of different options you could do. So it shows you about the general options, you know, English if you want your logging or stuff. You got the quick slot too, which basically shows you a little quick slot on the screen if you have like bleed on you, if you have a poison on you. It shows if you have a skill that can take it off, the skill will pop up there, and bam, it's basically telling you, hey, use that skill. You could take off one of those debuffs that you have on, which is pretty cool. So as you can see, I have the stuff here for the triggers. So it triggers disease, fear, poison, wound, morale, and power right here. So I know what's going on, which is pretty cool. You can do that as well. I'm leaving this because he's interrupting my video. How could he? All right. So that's basically that. And you can also get your effect windows, which is basically the buff bars, which is like the little windows that shows the timers, not the sliders. So here you're gonna have your blacklist stuff too, which I blacklist a lot of stuff because I don't need to know them. So I blacklist all the like the buffs of swiftness. I take off the lesser battle lords, the Eye of Sauron, because I already know that I have these on, and it's gonna be really annoying having that always on my windows no matter what. So I just blacklist stuff that I know that I don't need to know that I have the buff for or whatever. Like when you're crafting, you have those superior workbench buffs. You don't need to see that all the time, so you just blacklist them right here. So I do the same thing over for effect sliders as well. Same thing, I just take off all those things, just gotta blacklist them. So the way to blacklist them, like I told you, is just to right click the skill, and boom, you can blacklist them. It'll say blacklist on there. That way it's not gonna be popping up on your freaking bars all the time. It's gonna take away the, how do you say, the immersiveness of the game. You know, because once I'm out of combat, all I have is this. It's telling me I have a disease and I can take it off. So once I'm out of combat, everything goes away. So the immersiveness is still there. You're not gonna have that on your screen all the time when you're doing like your grinding for materials or whatever. So the UI is still gonna look nice, fresh, and clean no matter what. So like I said, the plugins I use are buff bars. I also use Palantir 2. That's the only Palantir that's working that showcases your morale and your power. I don't know why the other ones aren't working. It's really freaking weird. And I also use Mini Raid, which now we can finally jump into Mini Raid. So Mini Raid is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to type in enter/mini raid space options. Once that is up, boom, you have this right here. So you can use it for your own portrait as well. I don't, because I use Palantir 2, but you could use it for your groups, which is really cool. I love using it for my groups. You could change your power bar, so you change the frame size of the group. You could change where you want it to be as well, which is really freaking great. This is why I love this. I need to add someone to my party to showcase it, but just know that it looks like this. The player frame will look like this, and you can have them either stacked, or you can have them like, you know, 2x2s, however you want to have it. And you put it anywhere on here, and you can change the frame size like that. See, I'm changing the frame size right there. You can change the power bar size right here too. See, I'm changing it right. There's a lot of customization here, which is crazy. You can change where you want your name to be to, and you can change where you want basically the class position, anything, the morale text. It's crazy. It has a lot of customizations. You customize it to what you want. Then once you're in a party or fellowship, you're gonna have to have someone join you so you can actually customize it there too, because I can't really see it right now because I don't have no one in my party. But Mini Raid is something that I like because I love using those kind of frames when I'm doing my, you know, my dungeon content or raiding content. That's the kind of frames I like. It's the frames that I'm used to. Obviously you can see that I play a lot of World of Warcraft, so it's the frames that I'm used to, and I love it more. It fits more of the aesthetic that I have right here for this UI that I'm using. So Mini Raid is really good. Like I said, the only way to get into the options for Mini Raid is enter/Mini Raid options. So that's one way to get in there. So the last one we're going to go ahead and look for the options is Palantir 2. Palantir 2 is kind of weird when it comes to the options. I don't know why, but we'll go through it together. So you're going to go to System again and go to your plugin manager, and bam, Palantir 2 right here, show options. It's going to look weird at first. It's going to look double. It's going to be like, oh my God, what are you doing here? And then it's going to be really weird with the UI menu. You got to play with it. Because look, to hit accept, my mouse cursor has to be right here. So you have to play with it, man. It's gonna be kind of weird and difficult. So I put out of combat right here. This is where I put my bar opacity at. My bar spacing is 0.20, and my text right here. Bam, I have it all like that. And then you could go to color, and you could change the color of your bar, your text, all that stuff to match what you want. And you could put like the location you want it at too, your player power bars, everything. Everything is customizable here, which is really cool. If you see an extra thing here, don't worry, that comes off when you're done. After that, you go to your debuffs. Take off show debuff bar. We don't need that. We have buff bars for that, and it looks really weird on Palantir. Also for effects, take off active effect indicators because we do not need that. We just want the morale bar and the power bar. That's all we need for when we're doing our stuff. But once you're done with that, you just gotta press accept. So you gotta go scroll down here. I don't know what's gonna happen to you guys, but it happens to me. You accept that, bam, it goes away. It's not there no more, and it only shows up when you're in combat. Bam, you're in combat. Oh man, here you go. Now you're showing up. You're in combat now. Your buff bars are over here. Your buff bar sliders down here. You're having a blast. You're doing your damage. You're focusing on the middle of the screen so you know what's going on when you're doing your things. You're not looking up here sometimes, see where you're going for your map. Everything is right there on the middle of the screen, which is what I like because that's where my eyes are at all the time. So yeah, this is basically the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys customize your UI to whatever you want. The next video we'll be talking about how to download the JRR skins collection so you guys can go ahead and get different skins that you want. Like right here I have a mmorpg skin, which looks great. I love the color. I love how it looks like. I love the little, you know, your XP bar down here. It looks really great. So yeah, guys, if you like the video, make sure to follow, make sure to sub to the channel. Comment down below what other videos you want to see. I want to do funny videos. I want to do lore dumps. I want to do showcasing different areas in Lotro that you guys might not know, like how beautiful they are. Take your kin over there for some screenshots or have your own kin meeting over there. I want to do those type of videos for you guys. But the last thing I want to say is thank you for all the support, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, and bye-bye.